Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Hey, if you've got any junk mail, maybe you get some of these mailer cards in the old junk mail. Well, these are great things to start with if you're making junk journal items. So I thought I'd do a little mass making today with you guys. Let me just back up a little bit. And I also cleaned my craft room. Maybe you can't really tell from your angle, but let's just say everything was everywhere and now it's in its place pretty much. And let's say I do have a lot of old papers and bits of old papers and stuff, and I thought I'm just going to glue them all on here. Now I got a new craft mat. It's a smaller one. I thought it'd be a little easier to work with. My other one was a smidge big, so I'm trying smaller, but I came across these fridge drawer liners in a thrift store, and they're smooth on one side and they've got these ridges on the other side, but I thought they might be great for gluing and stuff. So I'm going to take a cloth and I'm going to spritz it. Just get her a little damp ski. Yeah. Okay. Now, the whole idea is get my little glue stick. Where's my favorite glue stick? Okay, there you go. Here's my glue stick. It's a big one. I just find them easier to work with. And I'm just going to apply the glue. And I can go over the edges, and it doesn't matter because it's just a fridge liner. It's not anything special. Not worried. Ooh, I got a big glob of glue underneath. Look at that. That's okay. And I can just glue stuff all over the top of it. And I think I need maybe a basement of white here. A little base of white to mask some of the printing. And I decided I'm just gonna have fun today with this stuff. Just gonna goof around, you know, an old goof around style. Here we go. And I'm gonna trim the edges and all that sort of such stuff. But I think I'm just gonna start layering this stuff and build and see what comes of it. And sometimes this is the most fun in the craft room. Sometimes you just hang out with a bunch of papers. You don't even know what they're going to become, but you're maybe building some backstock so that you have things to grab from and create when you're making your junk journals. And I love to do that. It's very relaxing. It's low pressure. It's, dare I say, fun. Yes, it is fun. And there's really no right or wrong way to do it, because if you don't like something, you can just take it off. If you want to add more, you can add more. So yeah, there's really no rules to this. And only you will know when you are done. Okay, so got this, and I thought, well, I've got this old sewing paper, this pattern paper. I thought maybe I would just lay it across here. I don't think that looks kind of cool. I love this stuff. I love the sound of it. Here, I'll do ASMR for you. Awesome, right? I know. I love that too. A little more glue down. And this, of course, is thickening everything up a little bit. Giving it a little bit more structure. All right. I think I will. And if it gets stuck on there wrinkled, I'm not worried about that. I think it's kind of cool, actually. And I'm going to take my, oh, I really shouldn't use those scissors, but I love to use them. My fabric scissors are so nice and sharp. But I will use these are sharp too, but I use these so much, I need to sharpen these. And we can sharpen our scissors. It can be bad. Let's get you on there. And so maybe you just want to put some basic coloring neutrals down first. It's an easy way to start if you're not quite sure where to begin. Sometimes collage can be a little bit intimidating. But I think once you get rolling with it, you'll kind of figure out it's just fun. It's no big deal. And there's a lot of ways to unify it in the end, which will make it look very cohesive. Okay, so we're putting down color and structure and some vintage feel. Okay, what else do I have here? You've got this paper. And you can just like tear this stuff into bits and pieces. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. You just let your imagination fly. Okay. think I'm going to get a little bit of trimming here so I have an idea of my borders. Now I've apparently glued it to the mat. That was great. Okay, no, okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna go trim this around. And you could do this with a craft knife, with scissors, whatever you like to work with. It's all good. Okay, there we go. All right. So what are you making today? Anything fun? Are you just playing with your papers? Is it one of those totally organized, you know what you're going to do days? Or is it, I just want to sit down and play with the papers day? And that's the kind of day I'm having today. And often that will happen after making journals. I'll need unwind time to relax and just, you know, get into the groove of things again. So this is already kind of looking sort of interesting. You know, I don't know what it all means. That's cute. This little piece of paper has the word quack on it. Okay, I just think that's kind of neat. Oops, nope, the glue end would work really well here. Okay. And you can just start sort of building, layering. I like the look of torn edges. I think it looks pretty. And I'm going to try and use what I have here. Let's see, what is this more? Stitching, not stitching, fabric, not fabric, it's pattern paper for sewing. It's got some words on it. That's kind of cool though. So, and we can layer this, like where you see the intersections of like a sharp, hard edge, you can go over those with other torn little edge things. They look kind of cool that way. Oh, there's some of that pretty Gothic text on this paper. So let's maybe try putting some of that in here and just give it a little go and see where it takes us. Now we've got some traditional font, pattern paper font, and now we've got some old Gothic text. Oh, I love old Gothic text. I think it's so cool. If you've never seen it, I'll get up a little closer so you can see. It's kind of cool, right? Yeah. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. And let's see, what else do I have here? Hang on, let me just reach down. I have a giant scrap box right beside me. And I think what I'm going to do one of these days is just a challenge. I'm going to grab a pile of stuff. Excuse me, that's my mooing chair. And just make stuff from the scrap box because I think it's such a cool concept to use what you have. Here's kind of a cool little... Dr. Pierce's medicines are sold at all first-class drugstores. See, like a little line like that from an old advertisement, old newspaper, or something like that. It's just so cool. Oops. And then that happens. It's okay, though. All right. If I can still get the word off, I'll attach it. Sometimes you get lucky. There, we did all right with that one. All right, so if you've got any little peely-uppies, you can glue them back down. And you can also create, let me go a little closer. You can also create texture. This already has some texture on it because of the wrinkling and the different levels of the paper, but you can like get in there with some more texture. Like for example, maybe over in this corner, you want to do like a smush ribbon. Yeah, something like that. Just give that some smushing. There. And we've got that. It kind of disappeared, the texture, but it was in my head. And now it's not there, but that's okay because we'll try these. This is stiffer paper. This is old vintage caramel colored book paper. And let's see, maybe there's a fold here we could follow. So we want something shorter than this paper because we're going to get it all stuck to our fingers and make a clumpy ribbon out of old vintage paper. By the sheer force of will. Yeah, before it dries. You know, we are in a time capsule here, getting to get the fingers off without it all sticking. Oopsies. When you come down with hand hammer and you squash it down. Look, a little piece there. Just stick that on the edge so I can have that little, oh, I got a little extra piece there too. So what I'm doing is I'm building texture. And because it's fun. It's fun to add texture to your work. And if you have pieces that are like, they're not straight across, that they even make cooler ones, I think. So let's try it again. Maybe we'll go this way. Maybe we'll put one here right on this edge. Okay. And if you're unsure, I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try it first time. Okay, oops. I'm going to put one end here, one end here. That's where I know my glue is. Put that one there. Okay. That grab for a second. And that one there. In the middle somewhere. That one there in the middle somewhere. That one there in the middle somewhere. And even if they're squashed out, it's okay because it's supposed to be like a ribbony crinkle thing. So you can just kind of go in and mush it at this point. Mushing is allowed. Yeah, it's actually highly encouraged. Yes, mush away. And if you're unsure of the bumpiness of it and it's freaking you out and you don't know what to do with it because it's run away on you, then you can come and cover it with a piece of tissue paper. And that just sort of tacks the whole thing down. Yeah. So you can just go along and do goofy things like this. Build a little here, build a little there, use different texts, different, the different printing styles, things like that. And tear an edge and have at it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. And there's really no right or wrong place to start. You can continue layering until your heart is done. Okay, now that's kind of cool. I like that. And you can do some plain ones. They don't have to all have text on them. Here's like this is just a cool piece. I love these. Oh, it's got Gothic text. I love that. Yeah, I know my voice drops an octave just talking about Gothic text. I love it. Oh, I'm so stuck full of glue, but I don't know, there's something great joy of having gluey fingers in my world. I just love it. I do love the colors over here, but I want to maybe do something with that there. Yeah, there, that's what that needed. Now I can sleep nights. I want more rufflies, more crunchies, more rufflies. Let me grab some more of this sewing pattern paper. And you can get this in the thrift stores for pretty much next to nothing. So go ahead and, get one. And maybe people have old patterns around. People still sew with patterns, probably a thing. But yeah, you can make the crunchiest, coolest little flowers or just general texture or just a mush ball. It doesn't even have to be a flower. Like you could try for a flower and it doesn't come out like a flower, but it's just that. That's what it is. And maybe want to make it gluier on top. All right, so we can push it down and it'll dry and it'll be all nice and smoothy smooth. As smooth as smoothy smooth gets, you know. We can only hope for so much here with our and when you get these little uppies, I like to lift them up and just put a little glue there. Yeah, just you come in back to it like that. Oh, and then you get stuck to your finger. And that's what happens because this is collage. Okay, let's see what else we have floating around here. Good old white piece of paper. There. Clean this up a little bit. Trying to stay neat. It's an eternal struggle for this crafter, but I do my best. Okay, let me see the glue globs growing in here. Doesn't take long, let me tell you, it doesn't take long. Yeah, I think I want some more texture. That looks actually kind of cool. I'm going to try for that over here. Put a nice globby glue glob there. Okay. I'm going to take this random piece of pattern paper. I'm going to give it the smusheroo. And I'm going to plant it there. Give it the hand hammer. Hand roller. Oh, back in you go. Need a little more glue. Okay. And down you go. All right. Yeah, complete mess, but it's working. I have faith. Okay, there. I'm ironing it down with the glue stick. I don't know what that's going to happen with that, but I think it's going to be cool because it's going to hold everything in place. Yeah, that's what it says in my mind. Now, if I want to kind of have some fun with it, I could take. Whoopsie! I almost knocked over my drink. Okay, here's a dauber with brown ink on it. It's my brown ink dauber. That glue really, now you'd think I have glue all over this, but no, I don't. I don't know why. But anything that has like a rough surface, if you go across it, it'll pick it up nicely and you'll get some texture. Now you could turn these into clouds or weird flowers or mountains or whatever you like, or just keep them as is. I'm going to go around the outside a little bit. Where's my brown ink? Looking, look, not there. Looking, there it is. Okay, which one did I get? I got the old gathered twigs, distressing. Rub-a-dub-dub. Going around. And what is this going to be? I have no idea. And I don't have to decide today. That's the peace of mind in this. This could be a mini journal cover. It could be a million journal cards. It could be a journal pocket, tuck, belly band, you name it. It could become anything. Okay, and then maybe I want to do the corners around. I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just playing. Just playing, trying to make it look a little oldie and vintagey. And what's this color? I think this has black on it. Let's see. Down there. Oh, that didn't go well. There, that's the ticket. That's what we do. Yeah. This is brown. Okay, close that up. Grab the black pan. We're gonna go deep. Black soot. Distress ink. Pretty sure this is one of these paddles. We're gonna try this in the corner. Oh yes. Look at that. There we go. Now we're going dark. What's gonna happen? Whoop, whoop, whoop. No. You lay down. Lay down, go to sleep. Okay. All right. I think once that dries a little bit more, I'll be able to push on it a little bit more. And we're just kind of following some of the little crazy lines here and just turning this into a fun little sheet of crazy paper with no purpose at this point. Now, if you want, you can do some little accents on it. Like, let's say, I'm not going to go far because if I go over to what I think I should grab, it'll be too particular. So I'm just going to grab stuff. Let me see if you can see that. We'll back up a little bit. So I grabbed some stuff out of my bucket. And these are just like little pieces, cut-offs, things that I have. And I thought they might be fun to put on here. So you can take, we're getting like a darker background going now. So maybe now I want to put down some things that pop a little bit. Yeah, we're allowed to pop. You can pop with the best of them. It's not illegal. Nope, no, it's okay. At least not in my hometown. It's not illegal, but I'm just going to put this right here on the corner because I think that's just a cool spot for it. And then I have this cute little label thing. I've got several of them. Look at me. I'm rolling in it. This one. Maybe I'm going to pop this on here somewhere. And this is what makes junk journaling fun. When you just sit down and play with some stuff, or for me anyway, and then later you come back and you use this for some purpose you didn't even see coming at the time. Okay, there we go. All right, that looks pretty cool. All right, you want a little more glue? You're not glue. Yeah. Maybe I'll glue you back. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll ink you in there a little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna ink around the edges a little bit, like you blend it in. Okay. Oh, you're pretty sticky. Look at that. I gotta go do that. Oh yeah, you're just gonna have to wait until. I know what I need. I need that little wet washcloth. Just water in here. See if that works, because it shouldn't stick to water, right? All right, it's going down. I think it'll dry. That's my hope. And then maybe you want to add some more little punches to it. Like, I don't know, maybe you have some cutouts or something. This is some kind of little Christmas cutout or something. I can stick that on here. So the white pops against the collage darker background. All right, so I'm going to put you there. Glue stick. And oh, look at the other things I have stuck in my glue stick. I have a ring. Yeah, and I have a thing. Maybe we'll put you in the design. Sometimes when these little pieces come along and they just want to be in the design. Here's like the thread. We could incorporate this thread into something. Like we could, like, this is like a glue mess, so we could totally stick the thread into the glue mess. Yes. That's what we can do. Okay. There you go. So now we have fiber in there. And a paper is a fiber, so it's okay to use fiber with fiber. Let's see this little O-ring thing. Maybe we'll just put you on the corner there. This is just a jump ring. I think I'll just glue it on there. Oh, you can stick very well. No, you don't really want to stick that well. That's all right. I have backup glues. I have the old Fabrifix clear silicone glue. Oh, I don't know if I showed you or did I? I'm not even sure if I told you. But I was squeezing one of my Sugar Bells icing piping bottles, one of the ones that I transfer my Fabrifix into. And this may be why Fabrifix uses the thicker walled glue bottles. This is a condiment bottle with a twist top, not a Sugar Bells icing piping bottle. This is a Sugar Bells icing piping bottle. Very easy to squeeze icing out of. Very thin walled bottle. Well, hadn't used it in a while. Took the top off, cleared glue. and gave it a go at squeezeroo. And instead of coming out this way, it exploded out the back. Yeah, it happened. And all of a sudden I had to scramble to use the glue, you know, wherever. But it was an interesting moment, but we worked ourselves around it, and we are here to tell the story. Here's a cute little, just a leaf torn out of a book page, so some floral book, which is always fun to use up little bits. Like, you think these little bits are nothing? No, these things are gold. Yeah, all of a sudden they just pop so well on a piece. You know, that's just, yeah, that's it. So, and you can put metal, you can put wood. Let me grab a piece of, I had a little piece of wood. This is kind of cute. Hang on, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm right here. Okay, my chair will now move for you. No, of course it didn't move that time. Yeah, see figures, right? Okay, here's a wooden wheel. And there's a little dollop of glue oozing out of my current attempt at finding the perfect glue bottle. Okay, so here, I think I'm going to put you right in the middle of that hot mess right there. That's what you needed. There we go. So you have to remember when you're cutting not to cut through stuff like that, because won't go well. All right. So we have like little accents. We can put little goldy things. Yeah, let's put some little goldy things. Okay, let's pick you up first. That's stage one. Get our glue stick, slide it over using thumb technique. Boop, there we go. Somebody sent me a really nice card, and they said that their husband is starting to watch along. Oops, not sticking. We're going to go with Glue Bee, and he's enjoying the video, so I get a kick out of that when I can, like, because most of my audience, they're female, but every once in a while I'll get a hubby he likes to watch too, and I think that's great. I think that's fun. Okay, well, hubbies can craft too. Yeah. Oh, we're just making books. Anybody can make books. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and you can spend as long as you want here in the happy place. Here's some little, all right, I got some glue on you. Little glittery, these are pretty. Somebody gave me these, little cutout embellishments. And because we don't know where we're going to cut this paper in the end, I'm just like doing things randomly because I don't know where this stuff is going to show up in the final element. I feel like I want to push on that, but I think I should wet it. Wet this so it doesn't stick. Yeah, okay. I feel better about that. And so we have that one. That's kind of cool. And then I'm just going to put this aside to dry. And so the back is still just normal stuff, but I'm not going to be showing the back on this one, so that's easy to let dry. Okay, so let's just grab another one. Here's a lovely one. Oh, this is fabulous. I don't want windows right now, so I've got my glue stick again. My handy dandy glue stick. Okay, here we go. Going with the glue stick. And maybe I'm going to do a different kind of design this time. We're going to do half of it because the glue stick does dry a little bit fast. Okay, now, okay, my goal is I want to clean up my mess on my desk. So I'm just going to take more solid colors that might not show through as much. And I'm just going to start layering. And I'm not going to ask myself questions. I'm not like going to say, oh, is that the right thickness, that right paper? No, there's no asking of questions here. This is just layering and going for it. So it's kind of fun if you get the layery part to show up, the torn part on above ground, shall we say, because it looks kind of cute. Now here's a piece. What's that? Oh yeah, we got some of this. And you can pretty much use up a lot of what you have doing this kind of stuff. So I'm looking for more opaque pieces. Let me get that up there so I got a straight edge to make my life easier. Oh, I love this piece. It's a pretty piece. Isn't it a pretty piece? Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna lift this up if it's not too late and slip it under there. Okay, there we go. Oh, that worked out well. And oh, this is a nice little paper. Okay, we'll stick you under there too. We'll go with the ruffly design. And this is probably the easiest way to do it if you're timid to start and you're thinking, ugh, I can't do collage and I have no glue over here. What did I not tell everybody that there's no glue over here? There's no glue over here. Okay, so we're gonna go back to square one. It's Very important. Must have glue down in order to glue things. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. All right. I was going to stick something under there, wasn't I? All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's put this big piece down. Yeah. There we go. We can cut all that off. That's a little see-through, but I can cover over it with other stuff. And let's see, we got this little weird wayward sole there. There you are. A little wayward sole here. There you go. And then have these guys. Oops, the glue should go on this side. Yeah, so basically you can use up all your scraps in a collage element at the end of your crafting. If you want to do that, it's really a lot of fun. If you've never done it, give it a go, because you feel like, oh, I'm cleaning my desk and crafting at the same time. It should be illegal, but it's okay. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. I'm so covered in glue, but I don't know. I just love that feeling. Okay, there we go. And what else I have here? I have more of this stuff. I have white. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up a bit now that I've glued it down. And I'm going to trim off the edges. Glue on everything here, as I intended. Right. Go away, Mr. Scam. I'm not answering you. I always get worried when my scam boyfriend doesn't call 17 times a day. I wondered if something happened to him. But apparently he's fine, and he's scamming away. And do you get those scam phone calls? Yeah. I don't answer them. No. Yeah. But, yes, he's up and at 'em and doing crazy things, so I guess he's fine. There we go. Okay, now what do I got? I have all these lovely scraps I can play with. Isn't that one nice when you think you're like getting somewhere and you realize you have just as many scraps as when you started? Yeah, I know. It's like never endless, right? Like laundry. Okay, here we go. Some gluey areas down here we need to address. Okay, let's start with a nice white piece. We will address with a nice white piece. Okay. Oh, kind of shortchange that one. That's okay, because I have a circle. That's right. This little circle came out of nowhere. It's Trees Deserve Good Care. It's from an old gardening book. Those are great junk journal elements that you can use. And I'm just going to plop that baby on there. Okay, with that little glue. I think it's easier if you glue your item and then glue that to the paper, because then you don't have glue over ooze, if you know what I mean. It's all located right where it's supposed to be. There, now a little splotch there that I need to cover. Aha! You might fit perfectly, we shall see. So sometimes it's by size, sometimes it's by color element. And if you feel like you have too much white space, don't worry, we can fix that. Oh yeah, we got ways. Because you're thinking, well, I don't have all those pretty pictures. I don't have all that old paper. No, you don't need it, it's okay. What else we have? You? Okay, still have some glue on my finger, so we're going to use that up. Yeah, and here's like an intersection. And you could leave those like that for a peel, or you could come and put a intersection blunter. There we go. You're not glued yet, and you're silver. You look like a Christmas wreath. That's okay, we'll glue you down. Yeah, since you're on my desk and you are going to be turned into something. Today is your something day. All right, I'm going to put you over here. That's kind of pretty. All right. Feels like it's made out of... Oh, I got more than one. That's why it's not... Oh, look at that. That's weird. Maybe it does feel like tinfoil. Maybe it is tinfoil. Maybe somebody punched some stuff out of tinfoil. All right, let's see if that glues down in a day. Okay, I'm going to put you maybe here. Okay. Yeah. Now, for cross comparisons, we'll use the fabric fix on this one. Might grab a little bit better, and I don't want to mush the design too much in the tin foil because, or remember you call it aluminum foil. Back in Canada, we call it tin foil. I think it might grab a little better. All right. Lightly tapping. Lightly tapping. Okay, that's good. Okay, I've got these are these little bits of gold. These things, which you think are nothing. No. Now, if the gods are with us, you can get this off your thumb without too much. These little odd bits of nothingness, which, I don't know, Wonder has Do It Ashley, You're Leaving thing watching. You know, yeah. I mean, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes your head scratch. What did that all mean? We'll never know because we don't have the book anymore, but I'll put that little corner there because it looks like a corner piece, just for fun. And what are you? Like a nothing. I don't know what you are. I can't live with you. Go away. What is this? This is a circle. It looks like a lime or something. It's probably from the tree book. Maybe it's some kind of fruit from the amazing lime tree that they were trying to explain how to grow your limes. And you know this little odd shape. You know, it's really, what is that? Nobody knows, but we'll turn it into something fabulous. With a little bit of glue and some sticky fingers. Here we go. All right. And you can overlay. Like you don't have to say, oh yeah, I have to show the silver circle. No, you can come along and just like do that. Like right in the middle of the circle, half on there, half here, random. And I encourage you to do that because you almost have to will yourself to do it. At first it's a little scary and you're not sure and you don't know if you should. But I say go for it because it's only paper. And if you ruin it, you can, like, what's that? Nobody knows. You can keep going with intense fervor. Like I am going to get this little torn shred of piece of paper to stick here. Or I'm going to cover it up with something because it looks goofy. And that's your way out of it. And if you can wrap your head around that, you're golden. Okay, what's this? It's a little Christmas present. Okay, so this is apparently the Christmas masterboard. All right, here we go. And where should we put you? Oh, you might look cool there. And you don't have to do them straight up. There's like no upside down, downside up. There's no right side of this. This is just a random thing, okay? And so basically I just layered across. That's an easy way to cover your background, especially if you have a dark background. You want to use some solid, more opaque pieces to get in there and do that. And then you're good. Yeah, then you're good. Okay, so maybe you want to use a different color. Maybe you don't always want to use brown or black. Okay, how about pumice? Oh, that's a wild color, pumice stone. Do I even have a dauber for that? Oh, it's okay because I created new daubers out of these wooden thingies, spools that are empty. Okay, we need to wake this baby up. Wake you up. Because I haven't used this that much, so there's got to be a lot of ink in there. It's coming, I think. Let's see what we get. Yeah, there's something. So it's not a, it's a kind of a gray, I would say. Yeah, it's like a gray. That's kind of cool. And you can build these colors. Like you can go around with one. Maybe you want to use a darker color first, then use some lighter colors. I'm gonna try and not use the brown and the black because I always use those. But I think we gotta try some different colors, especially if you're me and you had to buy every color known. Okay, I'm just gonna highlight the breaks in the paper. It's another thing you can do. Yep. Oh, it's got an interesting. It kind of elevates the intensity of the break and it shows distinction. Okay. All right. So now we've pumiced, and I'm not using. Okay, the pumice stone. I'm not using gathered twigs brown. I'm not using black soot black. I'm going to grab. I'm going to give myself a choice of 3 colors. Okay, I have wild honey, old paper, and okay, hickory smoke. See, here's 3 I rarely use. Let's just try some of that. Okay, so old paper, I'm guessing, is probably going to be even fainter than, what was the other one? Pumice stone. I think old paper might be paler. It's like a beige. I think this thing is dead. It's brand new. All right, let's just see what we got. We'll try and build up around the edges a bit. Oh yeah, it's got some kick to it. You just got to kind of let it become, it's a little more brown. It's like a light brown, I would say. Old paper. Although I think for me, old paper is more caramel, kind of like this caramelly kind of color. But you know, hey, who's arguing? It's all good. It's all fun. And you could, if you wanted to, but you don't have to. But you could, like, come in and just color one of these. Like, let's say you want to knock down that, and you can just knock it down because you're there and you're doing something. Okay, so that was old paper, and then maybe you want to come in bold with wild honey. But no, we're going to do hickory smoke first because that's got to be like a strong gray, I would say. Maybe we're going to go gray as the, I need a new, okay, I need to make more daubers. I'll just use this thing. It's a sponge, a makeup sponge. It's been colored 100 years ago. Let's see if I can get something out of this. Oh, I think we got something here. I think this is going to work like a soft black. Oh, that's kind of like a nice wash, isn't it? Yeah. It's gonna, oh yeah. So I don't know what any of this is, but it's definitely more intense than the colors I was using. All right. Oh, look at that. Gonna go. You can accent things. Yeah. Just give them like a little halo around. Accent those intersections. I feel like I want to put something there because a little cut straight for me right there. See that? There. And I like to soften those straight cut things. Oh, I do have this. I really like this. And I'm trying to use up my pretties. So if you got a basket full of pretties, you're afraid to use them, this is your time. Your pretties are calling. Enough saving of the pretties. You've got enough pretties, trust me. Go and rummage and use at least one pretty tonight. Now this is my tatted string thing. It's one of my most valued pretties. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little more. Whoop. Okay, and I think it's going to want to be on that intersection. Okay, so now I'm going to, with the deftness of 1,000 surgeons, look away if you're afraid of blood. There'll be no blood, I promise. I'm just going to try and put the glue down on that intersection with the fat globby glue thing that's going to come out of this lovely. Okay, now you got to get it in there and get it down quick because the glue is going to dry. And you want to try and not fold it over back upon itself. Inside out, upside down. There we go. Get the scissors. Get in there and snip it. Okay, and then do tap, tap. And you're good. That looks kind of pretty, huh? Yep, that looks nice. Okay, so I could do another one. That would look nice right there, too. That would give some cohesiveness to it. But, like, as I said, we might cut these things apart, and you might not see these things. But since we're here, and I'm using up my pretties, see, I'm scared. I'm shaking in my boots, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to use my precious tatting, because I know that somebody, somewhere, I think this is tatting. I'm calling it tatting. I don't even know if it's tatting. It could have been, you know, just regular machine-made something, but it looks really precious to me. And old, and I think that's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, okay. Doobie-doobie-doo. Little scissor. Boop. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Oopsie. Whoop. Yep. Now I'm gonna get a little more glue. A little more. Yep. All right, I'm going to try and do this. This is the surgery part. We're trying to get it to lay flat. It's not going to lay flat. Lay flat. No, you're not going to lay flat. Then I will glue you down as is if you do not lay flat. All right, so it's complying. All right, we're good. I don't mind a little bend in it. I think it looks kind of cool. All right. Glue, glue. Down, 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 down. Trimming of the edges. All right, so that to me is just a pretty piece of paper, you know, I mean, like literal scraps just from the desk. Where's the other one? Literal scraps just from the desk. You could make anything out of these. You could make a layer design. You could make, I don't know, there's just a million things you can make out of these things, but I love them. They're fun and they're totally worth doing. Want to do one more? Okay, we'll do one more. All right, here. You want to go on a cruise? No, not today. We are crafting. Okay. Oh, I didn't use wild honey. So we're going to have to use wild honey on this one. All right. So let's glue half of it. Just so we don't get ahead of ourselves. Because it can happen. Even with the best of intentions, it can happen. And now we're going deep because we're going to be using the scrapperoonies that are left on the desk. And there's not that many, but the goal is to use them up. I guess I'm going to be layering some things that look like each other. It's okay though, I'm allowed. But I'm really actually kind of excited because it looks like I've used most of my scraps and that's the goal. Okay, what's that? Here's some more white. That's okay, I can use more white. I do like the way that torn edge looked, but we're gonna cover it up and just lay that down. Is there glue here? Yep. Okay, we got some of this. Okay, that's good. Oh, you came off. Go away. And how about this? Oh, yeah, you want to go here. But we need more glue. Where's the glue? Here it is. All right. Now I'm just going to come in and finish this area here. Get that glue down. Get your corners. Very important. And just keep going. And now I'm going to put the torn edge inside so we get to see it and enjoy it. Of course, everything is just a little short. That's okay. Well, we'll go ahead and glue all the things that didn't get glued down at the end. Oh, I have this. You could go there. That's kind of cool. Put you on at the end. Okay. So we do have some. Nope. Stay down. Let's cut this off at the edge. This is also how to definitively get your scissors all gluey, but this glue will wash off. So fear not. It'll be okay. You can wash it off after your scissors. All right, let's just go ahead and put these down here. Now you think, oh, that one looks kind of boring. It's just white and everything, but really, you're only limited by your imagination. So say goodbye to the boat. Bye, boat. And let's see what else we have here. Looking not far, or little pieces, whatever I have. I'm really going to try and clean up the desk at this point. Okay, so I got that. Okay, and then I got that. Okay, I'm coming down the home stretch. What have I got left? I'm grabbing the stuff. I have this. Oh, you'll go there. Okay. I don't want to cover that whole thing. There. And aha, we have another piece. Okay. Now you're like, oh, that looks all squarey and boxy. Okay, we'll fix that though, don't worry. Okay. And then maybe. Okay. All right. I'll just put you down here. Okay, my goal is to cover all the background. That's what I'm running through my head. How do I cover all the background? Got some blue here, so let's just cover that. Pieces that are long enough. Get the glue stick. Where'd it go? Here it is. Might need to, whoop, my tatting is stuck in it. That's because I take very good care of my craft supplies. As you can see, as the papers are all stuck to my hands, it's okay. There we go. And here we go. Whoop, there, more on the hand. Yep. Okay, over here. And there we go. Okay, so we are still a little shy. And don't be worried, like, oh my God, I don't have a spot there. You're going to come along, you're going to slap something down there that's going to cover that, okay? Like this. This is going to come in and cover that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. All right, now my fingers are filthy, so I might muck this one up a little bit, but I can work with that because we're going for the vintage style, and that is the answer to so many things. And you can have it hang off the edge. See that? See how that's hanging off the edge? You can do that. And then up there, we got that one little area. Got this little piece. I gotta get all these little stringies off my hand. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, and I got some like glue globs on there, but it's okay because it looks vintage. Yeah, anything that got stuff stuck on it looks vintage. Just remember that, okay? When you don't like, oh no, it's vintage. Okay, that's your way out of that. Little glue there. Okay. Now really, this is getting like unmanageable at this point. Now, if you're really upset about this disaster, you can go and wash your hands, or you can get a wet nap and like wash it off, or you can rub some cornstarch on it and a little cornstarch powder pack thing and de-stickify it, and so you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to leave the crafting. Okay, so now, but Pam, I got nothing on the page and it looks very boring and ugly, and I'm so disappointed. It doesn't look like collage anymore. Okay, well, stay positive. See what we can do with it. One thing we know we can always do is stencil. All right, so let's grab a stencil. Any stencil will do. Oops, sorry, Sonny. I didn't kick Sonny. I scared him. I got close to him and I kicked a box. Okay, so we have this stencil. All right, let's grab. Here, what are you? Are you the right one? I don't know. You should be the brown one. Okay, I am going to grab the... No, I'm not going to grab the brown one. I'm going to go with Kitsch Flamingo. Yes, I am. I'm going bold. Are you pink? I think you're pink. Are you pink? Wait, you might be pink. No, you're yellow. See, now if I was smart, back in the day when I used to put a string around the dauber, then I knew which color it was. Apparently I lost that idea, so now I'm guessing that looks yellow to me, but I do have a... Oh, here? No, that looks yellow too. They can't all be yellow. This is the pink one. I thought that's a brown one. What's this one? That's the green one. Don't do that one, Pam. All right, so I'm going to have to make a decision. This is definitely the brown one. This we're going to call the yellow one. This is now going to be the pink one. Okay? Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. And these ones that are very delicate, just do small circles. Yeah, don't do the because it's going to peel up and you'll be upset. Okay, you do this a little bit. You don't even have to do the whole thing. You can just do some of it. So I'm just going to do this little area. Okay, so now I have that. And that's like pretty already. So it's dimensional, yet colorful. Okay. And then maybe over here, we do the same thing but different color. Okay, so that's where I'm going to come in with the wild honey. And that's where I need the... That's the pink one. I need the yellow orange. I think I need to wet it. Okay, I'm so bad for leaving my inks open. They all dry up on me. So here we go. Okay, same thing. Small circles. Nothing runs awry. And you can do multiple colors. Like maybe we'll just do parts like that. And then I'll come, where's that? Is that the pink one? No. Here it is. Okay, so got some pink on it. I'll come in here and I'll put a little pink in there. Probably making orange now, but yeah, it's fine. It's on paper. All right, so now we got that, right? That's kind of cool. And turn this up a bit. All right. I feel like I want to use the brown just to give it a brown base. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going in with the brown because I'm here and I got the brown. Okay, let's do it. Can you see? Yep, let me move north a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. And we're inking, we're inking. There we go. That was easy, right? Yeah, I covered that thing, but it doesn't matter because it's all good. So don't freak out like, oh my God, I covered a thing. No, it's okay. It is, it's okay. And now, I know I just saw this sitting there. This might be fun to play with. This is washi tape. And we're forever trying to figure out what to do with our washi tape. All right, so let's run it across some glue sticks so it actually sticks. Okay, that's pretty good. And maybe we're just gonna do some lines. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it, really. There's no have to, want to, can, should. No, washi tape's just tape. Basically masking tape, low tack tape. And if it gets too sticky, you can stick it in the microwave for small 2 to 3 second bursts until the adhesive gets less or more tacky and less dried up. So if you have some dried up washi tape, try that. Everybody's microwave is a little different. And so on these connection lines, if you see a connection line, you're not grooving, you just come in there and you cover it up. Yeah. Did I just say grooving? I did. Oof. Dated myself. Okay, one more of these lines just for fun. So this just gives it some segmental polarizing. How about that? Yeah, that sounds fancy. Didn't even go to art school. That's right. Okay, here we go. I am so sticky. I'm so sticky. Okay. And here we go. Here's a nice little spot where it needs some extra attention. There. All right, let's pick it up now. Cover, right? Okay, we talked about that. Keep your glue stick dry. These other, ink pads, if you leave them open, no big deal. You just wet them up again and off you go. But boy, you leave your glue stick open, it's all over. It's like all over Sally, okay? And I'm just cutting these off. You could tape them around the back too if you wanted. Oh, no, I didn't cut that little piece. Okay. So who's not sticking? I'm just going to come here with some random glue stick where these areas have like questionable stickage. Yeah, what do we got? I got some here's some of that sewing pattern paper. I'm just sticking it down there for some texture. There we go. Whoop, nope. Okay, down you go. It's stuck to my fingers, that's the problem. Okay. There we go. All right. And what's that? Another piece of white. That's okay. We don't really, well, put you on there. Why not? You're here. All right, put you here. Yeah. Okay, what else do we have around here? We have a little piece of washi tape, a little wayward washi tape piece. We're going to stick you on there. So really that's the gist of it, is you can just keep sticking stuff down, and you could literally never be done. You could just have at it, keep going. Did I ever use, yes, I did. I did use the wild honey there. That's very nice. Okay, so I think what I want to do in this, you know, it's just my style. I'm going to take this strange marker pen thing, and inside these little dragonfly like things, oh yes, that's lovely, isn't it? Just going to accentuate the shape a little bit just to get the idea of the wing, and maybe a flower. Another little flower here. Okay. All right, here, 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 and here, and here. Oh, there's one more. Get your wingage going. And it's very whimsical. Okay. Meaning it's not, I think it means like it's not fine art, but it's just art for fun. It's beautiful, but it could be quite intricate, right? I'm standing up for the whimsical of it all. Okay, I'm gonna steamroll that with my glue stick bottle. Yeah, all right. So now I've just amplified some of the design. I think that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm going right through glue stick and everything. Oh, it's a mess on here, but I am having fun. I am using up my scraps. I'm maybe going to go right around this. I have no idea why. Sometimes when you see something that looks like a bit of a disaster, just move into it. Instead of pulling away and like hiding behind the chair going, oh my God, what did I just do? No, you move into it, yeah, and you embrace it. Embrace the monster, they say. Yeah, okay. Now this you can do this as much or as little as you want. Really no right or wrong way to do this, and you don't even have to be good at drawing. You just sort of kind of gently follow the pattern and hope it looks all right. Yeah, a little flower here. Okay, so I think that's quite nice. I'm like, this is kind of a weird thing. I want to do something with it. And oh, what's that? I found one of these. Guess what? You're gonna live right there, and you're gonna bring all that oddness together. Yeah, you're gonna make it good. We're all struggling. That little part, I can feel ya. Like, yeah, that's great, Pam. What about that little weird thing you did? Okay, you're going in. Bridge the union. There. Yeah, that made that a lot better. Now it's at least tolerable. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. So basically, there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. Just have fun with it, and you don't have to love it. You can always come back and look at it later. I'm coming in with brown. What can I say? I'm coming with brown. And gather twigs, and you can walk away, see if you like it, because it will look different to you when you walk away and come back. And it can be as quick as a bathroom break, or as long as you went to your sister's for the summer and then you came back and you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot making that, but I really had fun making that. I'm really glad I made it. I'm glad I didn't chuck it, because I thought I was going to chuck it and then I didn't, and now I got one of those. And you know, it's no long, we're not going on the cruise anymore. I'm just going to maybe brown that up better. Yeah, there, I like it better now. And we got that. Now it looks kind of weird. It's too brown down there. Right now I have to backtrack the brown. Okay, I found one more of these sitting on my desk, and you're apparently going to go right there, because you're going to lighten up everything down there. Unless I can find something that is small and white. I could really, what are you? Oh, you got something over here. Oh, look what I found. A piece of cheesecloth. Oh, yeah. Now we're super crafty now. We are cheesecloth people. You know, when you're working with cheesecloth, you're going deep into junk journal territory. I think Nick the Booksmith took us there with the cheesecloth. Thank you, Nick, for all you've done. You always and forever will be the mother of junk journals to me. Yep. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Right. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I ever saw Nick do that. She's very good at what she does. She's very meticulous and likes to measure, and she creates a lot of different things. She's a very talented lady. But she did teach me how to get out of my comfort zone and just play and make stuff and have fun, and she made it look easy and that kind of cool stuff. I want to do something with that. Looks like too dark right now. So this and that is great, but this looks like I want to soften the edge. That's what I want to do. I want to come and I'm going to make some softy edge. Like cloud, I'm going to tear it on both sides, softy, edgy edge stuff. Yeah. There's that beautiful torn paper. I don't need that one. Nope. Okay, yeah, that little bridge. That's all I need is a little bridge. That's it. No, nothing else. No? All right, where am I? Well, we got a long video today because this is just playing and having fun. You know, just making something out of all the scraps on the desk. And yes, believe it or not, there's a few scrapperoonies left. Okay, still need something. I know. So we're going to have to do something with that. I'm just going to have to make some kind of weird thing out of this. I don't know what's going to be, but something is stuck to every finger now. We must make something. Okay, let me just, I can always default to making a flower, but that's just too easy. I'm going to go something different. Maybe I'm going to build like a little house or something down here. It's like a little Japanese, one of those things. Pie. I just made pie. Look at that. Anybody know math? I vaguely remember it. That is now pie on my desk. But I could also close the little area. And I feel like I want something on the center of that. And I'm looking on the desk, not leaving the desk. What's this? Oh, I could do that. Make a little bridge there, right where the line went. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's do that. See, nothing has to make sense. Nothing also has to stick together as planned. Okay, take it there. Whoop, yep, down you go. Down we go. Okay, there we go. All right, and sometimes you go a bridge too far, and you've just gone too far, and that's when you come along and you take something really cool like. I got something here. I got a million things here. No shortage of stuff. Oh, okay, what's that? I got something. Okay, I'm not far. Oh, look at that. I think this can help that whole. I can make it into a little potted plant. Yeah, how about that? What's this? I could put a circle there and get rid of that entire monstrosity. Maybe I will. All right. Now this potted flower plant. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm inking it with the glue stick. That was weird. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's the pot. Here's the, now this is gonna be interesting. Something tells me I should just stick this entire thing down to this faux pot. And then maybe get a green stamp. Look at the fuzzball in there. Just put one here. Yeah, that's nice, right? Yeah, don't do any more than that, Pam. Back away. Okay. And then stick this down just as is. Like, I'm not peeling the back off of this because my hands are so sticky. I'm going to try the glue stick here, and let's hope that works. Okay, I don't know what that is stuck to my hand, but here we go. I'm going to just like run it across there so you can actually see it. There we go. There. We have that. See, nobody really knows what this is, but you can tell somebody had fun while they were making it. So with that, I will go get Mr. Fluffer. Where are you? Oh, you're over there in your little snoozeroonie place. Should I pick him up like this? Maybe I'll wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, who do we have here in the presence? Oh, we're in the presence. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. I am here, and I am. That's kind of a nice background for Sunshine, right? So yeah, very attractive. We can see the Chihuahua haircut that I have now, and I'm very fond of Chihuahuas.
And I kind of look like one right now, so I'm rolling with it. I'm a chihuahua. That's me.
Okay. Okay, so
I'll just have a nap while you tell them everything, Mom. You go right ahead.
all right, so we've got a free monthly email newsletter. If you'd like a free digital image emailed to you every month, see a checklist, a massive checklist of 500 free or very easily found in your home or roundabouts close to you items list for junk journalers. Um, I know. I'm trying to make it riveting. Yes, there's that. There's a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. Checklist of supplies. I did that already. And then a page list of ideas on how to break a blank page, because we are eternally breaking the blank page, and that is so much fun. There's so much adventure and possibility on every page. I want to get you past the daunting phase and just go over the fun of it. Guess what I see? This is so funny. Okay, apparently I had that thought before, and I put a pink embroidery floss on this. Was that the one I used? Here's green. Oh, no. I put it on yellow. This was apparently yellow, and I've pinked it.
Yeah, that's what she does. She pinks it.
And my podcasts, which are audio material on junk journaling, paper crafting, life of a crafter, and answering your crafty questions from YouTube. We talk about all sorts of different topics. New audio material comes out Tuesdays. Just type in the Paper Outpost podcast, probably into Google, and you'll find it. What I've got a list of lovely. Nobody wants to see this, but it's extensive. There you go. There's all my linkaroos, if you want them. And I was gonna do a QR code. Yeah, I need to do that. Okay. So you can just pull it up, zap it, and it'll pull up links. Yeah, I hear it's all the thing now.
It's all the thing. It's all the thing.
Okay. My videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern time, and I have an Etsy shop where you're going to find journals and bundles and kits and fundles. And I have been sneaking in a few junk journals into my Etsy shop lately. I think 3 so far. They just went out within the last 2 weeks, I want to say. So you might want to pop over there if you're interested in a journal. Sometimes I do videos and flip throughs through them, and sometimes I just slip them into my Etsy shop, the Paper Outpost Etsy shop. So I sell digikits, which are printable, downloadable images and themes. So if you like butterflies, dragonflies, fruit, food, tea time, Victorian styles, you name it, there's over 300 kits. And you can just buy the printable files from me and then print them out at home. Or I have a print and mail service where I will print them out for you, 10 digikits, which gives you 5 pages per digikit, 50 printed pages results from that on nice lightweight cardstock, and that comes with free priority mail shipping. And
Wait, I needed an adjustment.
okay, and so yeah, we've had a little air conditioning problem in the house, and that's why I didn't do that video on Saturday, because I had the cooling unit in here, and it was making so much noise it was impossible to record a video at the same time. But the air, well, they say the air conditioning is fixed, but it's still hot in here, so we shall say. They replaced well, who cares? They replaced the A coil. It was basically the heart of the machine, and cross your fingers, I'm still sweating to death. I sell FUNDLEs, which are collections of old and interesting papers, so if you like those kinds of things. Antique ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, black and white photos, music pages, foreign language pages, all sorts of different things. 100 plus pieces per FUNDLE. And I have an Amazon shop if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies. I also put a products link on my videos. I think it's somewhere in this corner to click on. And you can see the items that I try to put the links to the stuff I use or close to it so that you can also find similar items. And I have a merchandise shop if you like the phrase create with reckless abandon. We do. And everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise.
It is.
And you can get that on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, zip hoodie, mug tote, or water bottle. And we'll show you the back. There's the mug. Okay. And you can find me on all the different social media platforms. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple. And create. Get that silly thing out of here, Mom. Okay, sorry.
Create with reckless abandon. Can you just show them what we made, Mom? Because you're really busy today.
Okay, we had this one, and then we also we have this one. Sorry, Sonny, like all confused. All right, so we had a lot of fun making stuff. So let's grab your papers. Let's have some fun. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome day. Till next time. Bye.